Welcome back to Sir Boats Yacht, the place where we explore the most exciting vessels to hit the water and break down exactly why they're worth your attention. Today we are stepping aboard something that has been making waves both literally and figuratively, the Mx4 Houseboat Moat 2027. This isn't just an upgrade over previous models, it's a statement about where floating living is heading. It blends modern architecture with marine engineering in a way that appeals to seasoned boaters and newcomers who might never have considered life on the water. In this video we'll go through its key features, take a close look at the design choices, step inside to explore the interiors, talk about how it performs out on the lake or river, and finally highlight what makes it stand out in a crowded market of luxury houseboats. Let's start with the key features because that's where the Mx4 Moat 2027 immediately makes a strong impression. At a glance you're looking at a vessel that measures roughly 13 meters in length with a beam that offers plenty of stability and interior volume. The hull is a hybrid steel and aluminum construction which is not just about aesthetics but about long-term resilience in a variety of water conditions. The boat is fitted with a large solar array on its second deck which supplies renewable energy to many of the onboard systems, reducing the reliance on shore power or generators. There's a generous use of panoramic glazing all around, so wherever you are inside, you're always connected to the views. And importantly, the layout has been optimized for both short leisure trips and extended live-aboard life, so you can choose whether this is your weekend escape or your permanent address. The design language of the Mx4 Houseboat Moat 2027 is all about balancing form and function. From the outside you get these clean, almost architectural lines that make it look more like a floating modern home than a traditional vessel. The bow features a gentle rake that gives it a sleek profile without compromising interior space, while the upper deck extends slightly over the lower to create shaded areas below. Materials have been chosen not just for durability but for a premium feel: brushed aluminum rails, marine-grade composites, tempered glass panels that are tinted to reduce glare but still let in abundant light. The second deck isn't just for solar panels, it's a living space in its own right, with an outdoor lounge that can be configured with modular seating, a grill station, or even a small wet bar. Every exterior element has been carefully integrated so there are no awkward transitions or wasted spaces, which is something you don't always see in houseboats of this size. Step inside and you'll find that the interior design philosophy matches the modern exterior. The main salon is open plan, meaning the living area, dining space, and galley all flow together without walls chopping up the space. Floor-to-ceiling windows on both sides flood the area with natural light and give unobstructed views of the water. The galley kitchen is compact but high-end, featuring energy-efficient appliances, an induction cooktop, solid surface countertops, and plenty of smart storage solutions so you never feel cramped. Moving forward you come to the two main sleeping cabins. The primary cabin is full beam, which means it takes up the entire width of the boat at that point, giving you space for a queen-size bed, a wardrobe, and a small seating area right by the windows. The secondary cabin can be arranged as a double, twin, or even a small office, which makes it ideal for guests or remote work. The bathroom feels more like a boutique hotel than a marine head, with a frameless glass shower, a vessel sink, and elegant lighting. Materials throughout the interior are a blend of light oak, neutral upholstery, and stainless accents, giving it a Scandinavian-inspired aesthetic that feels both calming and sophisticated. Performance is an area where the Mx4 Houseboat Moat 2027 surprises people who expect a floating home to be sluggish or hard to maneuver. Thanks to its lightweight but strong aluminum superstructure and a well-balanced hull form, it handles well in sheltered coastal areas and inland waterways. The propulsion system can be specified with either a low-emission diesel or an electric drive, depending on your priorities for range and sustainability. Bow and stern thrusters come standard, making docking and tight space maneuvers far less stressful. Cruising speed is modest. This is not a speedboat, but it's optimized for efficiency and stability, so you can enjoy long, quiet days on the water without constantly worrying about fuel consumption. The solar array contributes meaningfully to onboard power needs, especially if you're running efficient LED lighting, refrigeration, and electronics, which means you can stay anchored out longer without starting the generator. When you look at the unique selling points of the Mx4 Houseboat Moat 2027, a few stand out immediately. First is the blend of residential comfort and marine capability. Many houseboats lean heavily toward one side of that equation. Either they're basically floating apartments with little consideration for boating practicality, or they're functional boats with cramped living spaces. The Mx4 Moat manages to strike a balance that feels genuinely usable for long-term living while still being a competent vessel on the water. Second is the sustainability angle. By integrating solar generation, offering an electric propulsion option, and using efficient insulation and materials, it appeals to buyers who want their lifestyle to be as low impact as possible without sacrificing comfort. Third is customization. The Mx4 Moat 2027 is offered with a range of layout and finish options, so you can choose whether you want a larger master cabin, a bigger upper deck lounge, or extra storage for extended cruising. And finally, there's the aesthetic appeal. This boat simply looks like it belongs in a design magazine. If you're going to invest in a home on the water, having one that turns heads every time you enter a marina is not a bad bonus. Another factor worth noting is how the Mx4 Moat 2027 addresses livability in ways you might not notice until you spend some time aboard. The sound insulation between cabins is excellent, so you're not constantly hearing every footstep or conversation. The climate control system has been designed to cope with a wide range of temperatures, using energy-efficient heat pumps that can heat or cool the interior without drawing huge amounts of power. The plumbing system uses freshwater storage and filtration that can keep you self-sufficient for extended periods, and grey water is treated before discharge to minimize environmental impact. Even small touches, like USB-C charging ports in every cabin, underfloor heating in the bathroom, or the choice of dimmable lighting throughout, show that the designers were thinking about day-to-day comfort as much as big-picture features. From a lifestyle perspective, owning the Mx4 Houseboat Moat 2027 is about freedom and flexibility. You can moor it at a marina and use it as your waterfront condo, or you can take it on extended journeys through rivers, lakes, and protected coastal areas. The upper deck lounge becomes a social hub for sunset drinks or morning coffee, while the large windows downstairs make even rainy days feel connected to nature. Because of its stability and efficient hull design, it's suitable for a wide range of climates and conditions, which means you're not locked into a single location. And for those who work remotely, the connectivity options on board, with space for satellite or cellular boosters, make it entirely possible to turn this into a floating office without compromise. In the end, the Mx4 Houseboat Moat 2027 is not just about getting from point A to point B. It's about redefining what home can be when you take it off land and put it on the water. It's a vessel that encourages you to slow down, to appreciate your surroundings, and to enjoy the journey as much as the destination. It's a statement piece, a comfortable home, and a capable cruiser all in one. For buyers looking at the top end of the houseboat market, it offers a rare combination of style, substance, and sustainability. Whether you're drawn to it for its modern design, its eco-friendly credentials, or simply the dream of waking up with a different view out your window every week, it delivers on all fronts. That wraps up our deep dive into the Mx4 Houseboat Moat 2027. If you enjoyed this review and want to see more in-depth looks at the world's most interesting yachts and houseboats, make sure to subscribe to Sir Boats Yacht. In future episodes we'll be boarding everything from classic wooden cruises to cutting-edge electric catamarans, so there's a lot to look forward to. Until next time, keep your boat pointed toward adventure and I'll see you out on the water.